Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the Banggood 11th anniversary sale that's happening right now for 72 hours. So you still have around 60 hours to go. So the hottest product that I'm going to suggest to you is Eachine EV100 goggles. The price is $99.99. You can use the coupon here, so you can still reduce it a bit further. And there's also the 10% 11th anniversary coupon that you can use for the goggles. So hopefully these goggles will be good, and a lot of people are expecting this to be good because there's already 5,225 pre-orders, and there's still a long waiting list for the goggles, but they're shipping out the first 1,000. But this is, I think, good goggles to consider, and which you can use for your first FPV goggles. So if you're wondering whether it has any DVR capabilities or not, don't worry too much, because Eachine has already in production the DVR for the EV100. This will come out in September 25th, and it's $14.99, so watch out for that. It's a very easy install. And you have this power connector which you install with the battery balance connector, and then the video out from your goggles will go to video in of the recorder, so you can start recording that way. And then you stick this on your goggles, and it has the usual function. And yeah, just watch out for this DVR. So these two are a very good combination for your first goggles. They're not very expensive. The next thing that I want to suggest is that the Eachine Lizard 95. This is proven to be a very good micro brushless quadcopter. So if you look at the price, it's $89.99. That's quite a significant reduction from the original price of around 100 plus. I can't remember how much. So this is, since it's a proven to be a very good quadcopter, the price is reduced, so you can consider buying this one as your first micro brushless. And of course there are some small issues with this, so there are videos out there that you can watch, and you can easily fix those issues. I don't think there's any problem with that, especially with this low price. You can consider. The next thing I want to talk about and to suggest to you is really the Wizard X220. I'm not sure why it is this expensive here. I may have clicked the wrong one, but the anniversary edition is definitely much cheaper than this one. Let me go to this page and see whether I can get the anniversary edition or not. So I'm not sure why this has gone up the price. It was around maybe $100 US. So maybe watch out for this tomorrow. If you see this as US $100, it's a very good buy, because it has proven to be a very good quadcopter in 220 size. And if you're thinking of building one, don't build, just buy this one. Use this as your first 220 quad, and open it up, have a look inside. If you want to change anything, just change the components. So this will be the first quad that you can use to experiment. So make sure that it goes down to about US $100. I don't know why this has gone up. It was around $100 this morning. So on this page you can also see all the other not so popular quadcopters that have some issues, and you can also consider them because they are so cheap now. You can just buy them and change to a different frame. say for example this one, maybe you can buy it and buy a new frame and transfer everything over, including this one. This is a very good price. Even if it has a lot of issues, you can still buy it and fly around in the house. It shouldn't be any problem for you. And this JJRC JJ Pro P175 is also quite a reasonable price quad. Look at this, $69.99 for almost ready to fly. So that's an amazing deal for something, you know, that you can quickly fly, you know, just by connecting a receiver. And I don't think you can build one as cheap as this. Not sure how much it is in Australian dollars. Let me quickly have a look. Wow, it's even cheaper now. It's $89.62. Almost ready to fly. Ready to fly, let me see. $128. That's very cheap. So you can basically get a ready to fly quad for $128, and this is an X-shaped type. So you can consider this one. This one has gone down quite a lot. This is on 76 Australian dollars. That's still reasonable. Let me have a look. Anyway, have a look around, and you can find a lot of bargains on this page. A lot of these quad that have some issues, you can actually transfer all the components to a different frame, and you'll be able to fly them no problem. So this one, if you want to buy, you can get a discount voucher here. Anyway, let's go to the next product. So with this one, this is the deviation transmitter. So it has gone down to $79.99. It's a very cheap transmitter. If you're thinking of buying the all-in-one deviation type, you may consider this one. For me, the only issue is that I don't know about the gimbals. If the gimbals are good, then it should be fine. And also the USB port, I think, is hidden inside the case. So you may have to do some modification to put some USB connector externally. So, but at this price, this is a good buy. And look at this one, QX90. If you have a FrSky transmitter, they are practically giving this away, because there's no way they can produce this at $25.99 US. So if you have FrSky receiver, this is still a very good quadcopter to buy. If you don't like the frame, just transfer it to my favorite frame, which is the Kingkond Smart 100 frame, and you still have a very good quadcopter. But it's so cheap that, you know, you can consider buying it just for the parts and transferring. I've talked to you about the page here. This one, even though it has a bit of a issue, but because it's cheap, you can also buy to try out. This one is an aberration because the models is I think 10mm models, not the 8mm one, so it's quite big, so it's quite powerful. You can always try this out. I'm not sure whether it's 2S or 1S. Let me just quickly have a look. This is just a 1S quad, but it's still powerful. You can always experiment this. And the next one I have a suggestion is a Fatbee. Even though this one has a lot of issues, what you can do really is just to buy the parts and then you transfer everything over to the Kingkond Smart 100 frame, and also buy the Eachine 3-bladed props, and you're going to have a very good quadcopter, which I have converted, and you can see my video up on my website. Again, this is my favorite frame. This one is the same thing, has a lot of issue. It doesn't fly straight away because it's so cheap. You can buy it and transfer to the Kingkond Smart 100 frame, and it's still around $30 US, so it's still a good buy. And this one practically also they're giving away, because with this one, if you transfer this to the Kingkond Smart 100 frame, you can get the whole set for probably around US $55. That's a good deal to get a complete set. Then you can use this Fly Sky transmitter for your other hobby grade quad. So this is also a good buy for you to consider. And lastly, if you want to buy nylon screws, this one is on sale, and it has a nylon standoff. So this is for your bigger quads. So this video is really about my suggestion to you. If you're just starting in this hobby, this is a very good time for you to buy into some of the quads, because it's so cheap and you can experiment with them. So like I mentioned, you can buy the Eachine Lizard as a first micro, or Eachine Wizard to learn with it how to build your quad. This is all deviation transmitter that you can buy if you want to. Yeah, everything is so cheap now, you can consider. So hope you guys explore the Banggood website and make up your mind what you want to buy, and hope you like this information video. See you next time.